Hey everyone, stop scrolling. Right now. Drop everything. Close every tab. Mute your phone. Turn off the notifications, because what I'm about to tell you could change everything. Your portfolio, your future, your entire worldview on crypto in 2026. Explosions just rocked multiple cities in Iran, including the capital, Tehran. The world is on edge. The Middle East is erupting, and right here in the crypto world, everything just flipped. Attention crypto holders, this is your wake-up call. Prepare now. Take action, because the macro backdrop from here on out is going to be wildly different. President Trump just declared U.S. bombing of Iran will continue for the rest of the week or as long as needed. He's crystal clear on what comes next from America in the Middle East. Would you consider bombing the country again? The reporter asked. Without question, absolutely, Trump fired back. From 52,000 feet, U.S. strikes hit the equivalent of a refrigerator door, right in the center. Bomb after bomb, going deeper, deeper, blowing everything up. The world is watching. Markets are shaking. And in the short term, prepare for volatility like you've never seen. But here's the mind-blowing part, the part that has me more excited than scared. Bitcoin is holding up like a champ. Despite all this global chaos, wars, bombs, uncertainty, Bitcoin hasn't panicked. It's amazing. It's resilient. It's proving itself as the asset that thrives in fear. What's really going on? Let's dive in, because this isn't just news. This is the setup for what could be the biggest crypto comeback of our lives. I've been in this space for years. I've seen cycles come and go. The 2018 winter that felt endless. The 2021 euphoria that burned bright and fast. The 2022 crash that tested everyone's conviction. And every time, the survivors were the ones who saw through the noise, who understood the bigger picture, who positioned themselves when everyone else was running for the exits. So today, I'm not here to spread fear. I'm here to arm you with the truth, the data, the insider moves, the macro shifts, so you can make the smart plays while the world is distracted. Let's start with the immediate fallout. The strike on Iran happened over the weekend, when most traditional markets were closed, but not crypto, not Bitcoin, not Ethereum. We're 24/7, we're global, we're always on. The consensus heading into this week? Gold, silver, oil, they're going to scream higher. That's what happens when wars break out. Fear pushes capital into safe havens, commodities rally. But here's the twist. When everyone is 100% certain about what's coming, it often doesn't happen exactly that way. Michael Van de Pope nailed it. The uncertainty was whether the U.S. would actually attack Iran, and that fear was already priced in. Now it's happened. Peak fear is behind us. Slowly, this should rotate back into markets. Stocks, equities, Bitcoin, crypto. I think we see a strong rebound in the next 1 to 2 months. Even look at the Bitcoin chart versus silver. This is the kind of setup that changes lives. Bookmark this, save it, like it. Because the US M2 money supply just hit a new all-time high, $22.5 trillion. They keep printing. Debt keeps climbing. New highs every second of every day. Everyone is preparing for lower lows, not realizing the sellers are exhausted. We've had 5 straight red months. January red, February red. That's unprecedented. The worst streak in Bitcoin history was 6 red months in 2018. If March goes red, we tie it, but I don't think it will. So many metrics are screaming Bitcoin is oversold, extremely oversold. Trump bombs Iran, and Bitcoin's initial response, positive. No mass panic selling. Data shows weak hands, the sellers, are already out. They got shaken months ago. So why is Bitcoin holding so strong? Because it's an asset of fear. Larry Fink said it best. Today, there's about $4.1 trillion sitting in digital wallets, growing rapidly. There's a role for gold and a role for Bitcoin. These are assets of fear. You own them if you're worried about currency debasement, if you have financial insecurities, if you have physical worries.
Bitcoin isn't just surviving this, it's positioned to thrive. As chaos unfolds, people flock to it. And look, for the first time since January, Bitcoin spot ETFs saw a net weekly inflow of over $700 million. BlackRock clients buying the majority. Think about that. In the middle of global turmoil, institutions are stacking. Bitcoin is the most liquid asset on Earth. During peak FUD, fear, uncertainty, doubt, it sees negative volatility first, but then it bounces harder than anything. This is why I'm not panicking. This is why I'm excited. But let's zoom out even further, because the real story here isn't just Iran or Trump, it's the Clarity Act. The White House said today is the day we get a major announcement on whether the Clarity Act moves forward, full law by April. Stay tuned. I haven't heard anything yet, but the Iran news is sucking all the air out of the room. Here's why I think we're about to hear something massive, something great. Behind the scenes, the big players are moving. Morgan Stanley just filed to become a crypto bank. They want a national trust charter for Morgan Stanley Digital Trust. That means custody, expanded crypto services. Huh? What do you know? JP Morgan is now pushing for the Clarity Act, saying it'll boost institutional adoption and tokenization. Mr. Wonderful explains it. When Clarity Act passes, it unlocks the gates. Institutional money, sovereign money, trillions flood in. Bitcoin pushes to 150K, even 200K. I think the issue around stablecoin yield gets resolved in the next 60 days. Then the act passes. But it'll be a heartbreaker for poo-poo coins. Coinbase CEO Brian Armstrong, I'm never more bullish on clear rules for crypto and the Clarity Act passing. We already got the Genius Act for stablecoins. Next is market structure. Strong bipartisan support in the House, Senate deliberating now. But banks are fighting back, trying to ban rewards on stablecoins, even though it's already law. We're making sure the Senate knows bailing out big banks, record profits, at the expense of 50 million Americans who use crypto, not gonna fly. This is political dynamite. And Ethereum? Ethereum just closed its 6th straight red month. Last 15 months, 12 red. Sentiment is suppressed. Price action is crushed. But 2018 was the record, 7 red months. We're at 6. I believe Ethereum is extremely undersold. So many reasons to be bullish. Number 1, Ethereum mainnet transactions, all-time high. Fees, all-time low. More activity than ever, cheaper than ever. Stablecoins exploding across crypto, mostly on Ethereum. B2B, C2C, C2B, B2C, everyone using stablecoins. Ethereum is the backbone. Bullish roadmap, private transactions, quantum-proof security, major L2 scaling, full account abstraction. Vitalik Buterin, Ethereum launches native smart accounts, account abstraction, within a year. Huge upgrade. Ethereum is in the bottoming zone. Wall Street tokenizes trillions on-chain. BlackRock becomes the biggest Ethereum bull. Ethereum could become a bigger household name than Bitcoin in the next couple of years, thanks to tokenization. Bitwise CIO explains why you should be bullish on Ethereum right now. BlackRock CFO Martin Small said they plan to tokenize all ETFs in the next 3 to 12 months. For a large institution, 3 to 12 months means it's happening. A world where all BlackRock ETFs are tokenized, embracing DeFi and on-chain finance, that's our reality in a year. Absolutely remarkable. Let's talk what comes next. A 7-year crypto veteran says, expecting a bullish March. ISM business cycle, liquidity print on the 3rd, Clarity Act circling. We held the lows despite bad news. A little chop next few days, clear liquidity, then higher. CME gap and flat top weekly at 82 to 84K region. Lines up with 1-week 50 EMA. TLDR, Q1 ends bullish. 30% move to 84 to 86K region. Reevaluate April. Overall thesis, new highs this year, divergence from the 4-year cycle. Make sure you subscribe to Altcoin Daily. We keep you updated on the entire market, 7 days a week, 365 days a year. If you believe crypto is the future and you're interested in making money here, subscribe and watch every day. See you tomorrow. Bitcoin and crypto will surprise a lot of people this year. That I guarantee.